Hey, 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 soul family, soul tribe, divine ones, how are you? How are you? It's me, your girl. I am just jumping on here really quick to do an energy check in for love, right quick. See what's going on after all of the cosmic shifts and changes in energy. Let's just check in right quick with love, right? I know you're like, what in the world is going on? Yes, it looks very, very different. Um, I was just guided to do things a little different today. But before I get started, and I just have some quick notes, but I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I have been getting so much positive feedback from, my subscribers, those of you who have tuned in and subscribed to the channel, people hitting me up on Facebook and YouTube, even Facebook and Instagram, right? As I'm kind of I'm learning my way with this whole posting and Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. But I am so grateful. I was moved to tears by some of the comments and how you guys said that the messages resonate with you. And so I'm so grateful to be chosen to be used in this capacity by the Holy Spirit, the Divine One, right? So a couple of other things. I just want to show you my babies. They made me they painted some rocks for me, and they asked me to show them during the, this grounds the energy. So, because it's part of the earth. And so they have made me, these two are part of the chakras, the blue one, the purple one, my son. This is me, actually. So I am grateful to them. I wanted to give them a shout out, right? I know this angle, I'm trying something new with the angle of the camera. I hope this will be well as far as you guys being able to see the cards. I will still show you, lift the cards up and show you what comes out. I shuffled, prayed, meditated, cleansed the cards, already consecrated them, asked for the divine ones to guide my hands in choosing the cards as I do. And I'll explain, the setup in just a second. But, probably in the first video that I did, I explained, the whole divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flame journey that most of us who are tuning in to the channel, right? Or any soul, any divine, all divine connections are just that, divine, right? So you have the divine masculine, the divine feminine, you have soulmates, and then you have karmic soulmates, right? You have distorted masculine energy, and you have distorted feminine energy, right? So what do I mean by that? I'm not going to go through the whole thing all over again because I'm really trying to keep this video short, because the longer ones will come probably tomorrow, and then we'll do the healing soul session to continue healing the chakras and talk about some other things, right? But the divine masculine, when, the divine masculine is awakening to his divine self, he is in a higher vibrational, or he's awakening to this high vibrational state of himself, his true divine self. But there's also a distorted masculine energy, right? So that would be one that would be operating in his lower vibrational self, right? One manning up, the appearance of manning up, right? And the other one, still finding himself, kind of, sort of, just to put it, in layman's terms, or to make it, easy to understand, right? Because I'm going to talk about in a separate video all of this and why it's important to know, right? Same goes for the divine feminine who has awakened or is, more, and we're always awakening, right? We're always on this journey to self-actualization, this journey to, going higher and higher in our spiritual and our soul's evolution, right? So God bless it. We all do the best that we can. So we may even vacillate between, being in our higher vibrational self and in our lower vibrational self. But I will say, once you have kind of sort of awakened, it's kind of sort of hard to, go all the way back to the bottom, I guess. But anything is possible. This is my perspective. This is my opinion, and my experience. So again, take what resonates, release the rest. There are thousands of YouTubers out here discussing this whole phenomenon. So if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe somebody else will. But so the divine masculine, divine feminine energy, soulmate energy, right? The difference, and here's where I think we can kind of sort of, differentiate the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? But I'm going to leave that up to you. I don't feel that anyone really, you will know what journey you are on, right? As I go through and teach, not in this video, because this is meant to be really quick, but I just want to, for those that may just be jumping on now, didn't see the previous videos where I went into this in detail, I will be continuing to go into it in detail. I make the distinction because soulmates can be romantic, but not always. We can have several soulmates, right? Multiple. Soulmates are our parents, our children, neighbors. Anyone can be a soulmate, right? And then, we all experience, and, in some ways, we're all karmic partners to someone at some point in our life, right? And a karmic partner a karmic situation or, partner can be, well, a karmic partner is a karmic partner, right? Karmic partner, let me slow down and explain that. So a karmic partner is someone who shows up strictly in your life to teach you specific lessons that you have not healed up, right? That you need to heal so that you can move on for your soul's elevation and growth, right? Karmic partner can be, a karmic soulmate does not have to be a romantic partner, although that is usually the way that they get our attention. The divine ones, right? God, the angels, archangels, your spirit guides, all that other kind of stuff, right? But not necessarily. It can be, you can have a karmic soulmate relationship with, again, a family member. It can be a person, place, or thing. It can be a noun, right? Anything where you are not showing up for yourself to your full potential. Now, the divine masculine and the divine feminine still learn karmic lessons for each other, interacting with each other. We trigger each other, and do all of those kinds of things, but it is, I don't want to say for the long haul, because even divine twins, or, the divine masculine and divine feminine, they may or may not continue on in a romantic partnership, right? But they show up to accelerate, if you will, one's spiritual growth, right? But the whole point of it all, I can't say that. The point of it all is for us to awaken and grow spiritually. That's always the point, right? Coming into what we call divine union, or coming together and being together in, in divine partnership, life partnership, right? Those that stick around and are with you, until you make your transition, would be more along those lines. Now, and so can some soulmates, right? I'm gonna leave this topic alone I'm gonna table this just for a second, because I feel people like, what? Right? So, but I just wanted to make the distinction. You figure out where you are in the process. Either way, it's all divine. It's all good. It's all about learning, growing, healing, right? And evolving, okay? the next set of videos, right? Because this is imperative to, understanding and creating, because some of, the collective, us, soul tribe, family, all of us here, watching these channels and, doing our spiritual work and wanting to grow. What the hell is I going to say? Obviously, we're doing this so that we can grow, right? So I need you to know, because we're co-creating this thing. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing that back. And so that we don't keep repeating cycles, we need to know how divine laws and principles, how we are actually projecting into to divine laws and principles, and how that plays back as our experience, right? And if, ignorance of the law does not excuse you from the law, right? You respect the hell out of gravity. You respect the law out of, those that were proven by, by physics. Like, you're not going to stick your hand in what do you call it? Shoot, that thing over there. Mercury is still in retrograde, people. My speech. The thing where you plug your damn phone in. What is that? Socket. Thank you. Because, even though you don't understand it, you respect it, right? You're not going to jump off of a building without a parachute because you've come to understand and respect the law of gravity. Well, there are divine spiritual laws and principles that govern this universe, right? That the divine one put in place to govern things, to keep things in order, right? Well, if you are not aware of them, you are still creating, nonetheless. And then you wonder why we keep having some of these repeating patterns and cycles in history, right? So, not only do I want to talk about the divine feminine, divine masculine in their distorted, and their higher vibration, in their higher vibrational selves and in their distorted selves, right? But also how becoming aware of divine laws and principles will assist you with, closing out these karmic cycles and help you create more of what you want, what you desire versus what you don't want, right? Because the universe doesn't speak English. It speaks in, vibration and frequency. So though, I just want you to know that these things are coming up, right? And then tomorrow I'll be back with the whole healing soul session, where we're going to continue to go through the chakras, because that's very important. If you did not see that, that was the follow up to the full moon eclipse. I forget what I titled it, but it has a healing, the full moon release and manifestation. It has a exercise in there that I was talking about, and then we went over the heart chakra in that one. So I forget what the title is completely, but you can go down the video list. Again, I thank you. Please, if this resonates with you, I hope I didn't confuse you. But I think it will become more clear as I, do the next videos. Again, I don't always just want this channel or this space, this time spent together to be about, oh, what is he doing? What is she doing? Right? Or what do the cards say? But, because I'm a healer by nature, right? By profession, by nature, God-given gifts and talents and abilities. So I want to assist you in your healing, right? I'm just here. This is all, you guys all, Dorothy, you have had the power all the time. You have your ruby slippers on, right? I'm here just to remind you that, that you got the power, so I'm not doing anything that your soul already doesn't know, and that you are already equipped to do and handle and be. I'm just here to act as a reminder, a lighthouse, a torch bearer, right? And then as you awaken and grow and learn and heal and all this other kind of stuff, it is your responsibility to in turn do the same, right? So that's it. And even though I am cute and sexy as all get out, right? This is not me. When you watch these videos and these messages resonate for you, beloved, I need you to understand that, I have just purpose myself again to be a clear channel for the divine one. So this is God showing up for you. God is showing up for you, utilizing me. God uses people, places, and things, right, to assist you on your journey if you pay attention, right? So I don't take no kind of credit, right? Excuse me, I just deliver the message. Sometimes if you hear me, because I'm not, doing any, I don't drink soda, or very, very rarely, but I have my water over here, but I'm not drinking anything or doing anything. But if I keep belching during the video, that means that they're moving energy, right? The divine ones are moving energy. Somebody out there that is tapping in is this is resonating with, and so they're moving energy, and that is one way that I know, because I will just be burping for no good reason, but it is a good reason, right? So, because you might be like, damn, I forgot, indigestion or heartburn. Okay, so today I just said, hey, let's do something different. I shuffled the cards, prayed over them, meditated over them, asked for the divine messages to come through, right? So I'm using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot, Shadows, Oracles, messages from the Divine Feminine, messages from the Divine Masculine, messages from the Divine Spirit, and then final advice, messages, anything like that we will get from those decks there, right? This is about love, or partnership or connection, okay? So I just said, I'm just going to try something new. I saw one of my favorite readers do this, and I thought it was pretty cool. And so let's see. Let's throw it up against the wall, see if it sticks. And so I am going to start ladies first, right? So let's see, since all of this, energy is going on, I will not go through the planetary alignments again. I did that. This is meant to be a really short video. We're already at 20 minutes. Go upstairs. Get upstairs. Sorry about that. Summertime, children home. Say bless my heart. Just say bless my heart, right? Ladies first. Going to start with the the divine feminine, and see what comes out. I'm going to take the tarot for the overall messages. The overall energy. See what shadows we're working through during this energy that is going about the planet, that is actually here to help us deal with these shadows. So if you've been being triggered lately, all of that kind of stuff, this stuff is coming up to be healed and released. We'll get any kind of oracle message that the divine ones have for us. And then divine feminine, I will pull messages from the divine masculine to you, what this person would say to you if they were, if you guys were having a conversation, or things that they cannot say to you, or they feel like they haven't, or that they need to say to you, and vice versa. Okay, so divine spirit, please guide my hands. Please choose the messages that will resonate with the divine feminines watching this video. What is their current energy? Let these be messages of hope, healing, faith, guidance, wisdom, clarity, and peace of mind. We thank you for the divine messages for the divine feminine. We thank you. We open up. We allow. We are open to receiving. We are so grateful for these divine messages. We thank you. And so it is. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to pick the first card to see what energy the divine feminine is in. Okay. So we have here, it is the Ace of Cups. Okay, the Ace of Cups. But it came out in reverse. Okay. So what that tells me is that the divine feminine, or the female energy, right? Remember, it can be male or female, divine, whoever is operating in the divine feminine energy, Okay. Gender is out the window, just take what resonates. If you feel like you are, if this is literally for, those embodying, a woman's body and or a male who resonates more with his divine feminine energy. And then, of course, our beloved same-sex couples. But even in same-sex couples, someone resonates more in divine feminine energy and one resonates more with divine masculine energy. But either way, so what this lets me know is that there's probably not a lot of communication going on right now, even though this is a cup card. But, in the upright, the Ace of Cups is a new passionate beginning in love, right? So there has been either some disappointment or a delay in a new start, between you and your beloved one, right? So let's see. What else, Spirit? What else do you want the divine feminine to know? Okay, so the King of Cups. All right, okay. So the King of Cups. So there is a delay. Now, as they come out, I will go through the signs, right? But I'm not gonna call out all the signs at each time, all the time, because I feel like it interferes with the message. I'll let you know once, if all elements come out on the board. For example, off out the gate, these this is talking about a water sign, probably a water sign, divine masculine, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, right? So my ladies, right? I'm just going to say my ladies, my divine feminines, you're probably feeling a little bit disappointed that there's no new starter. You feel stuck or stagnant, getting things going again with your beloved, and I'm not sure why, but let's see if we can get some more clarity surrounding that. So let's see, Spirit. What else is going on? The Sun card. The Sun card. Okay, so now we have water and fire. So what that lets me know is that something has been discovered or illuminated, or even though it is not the Hangman card, I'm getting the impression that you're seeing something in a different light, right? You're seeing this relationship between you and your beloved differently. There's, and because of this, this lack of offer of this new start, probably after some sort of conflict or something, you're kind of sort of like disappointed, hurt, yes, but starting to see things from a different perspective, starting to see that, maybe possibly let me, for at least right now, go in a different direction, because you are still moving forward. Moving forward, trying to heal, trying to grow. Some other things may be coming into your life. I still feel that there will be a new beginning in something. Let me see. I'm going to get another card, but this Sun card is a number 19, which deduces to a 10, which deduces to a 1, which lets me know that there is a new beginning. And perhaps it took you walking away or putting things on pause because you were not getting this offer from your beloved, and to focus on something else, for the time being, right? Okay. Let's see what is going on. What shadows are you dealing with at this time that may also be contributing to this pause in this situation. Okay, so wow, all right. So the ace, okay, in the up, if you see this, it says elusive, right? So elusive, not really, but it came out in the reverse, right? And so what stands out to me about, well, you know what being elusive is, right? So not being really clear, not sure, just not being really clear or forthcoming or whatever. And I know that there is a break, or you two may even be in separation, because the ace of swords in this card is in reverse, right? So that would mean that the ace of swords is in the ground, or it's turned down. So there's not much talking going on, and you feel either you or your beloved is being very elusive and not speaking, not really talking, not really communicating, and or you feel he could be, maybe something happened, you guys got into an argument, you feel like he's not telling the truth. But this could also be that, you need to go back and tell some truths to yourself, or take off this self-imposed mask. Start, discovering some things about yourself that you're not telling yourself the truth about, right? Yeah. That's what I'm picking up from that. Let's see what else. What else, Spirit? What else? What other shadows is Divine Feminine dealing with? Haunted. Wow. Haunted. Okay, so something that happened in this situation, that nobody is really, there's no communication. There's this offer, this new beginning that you it feels like that you desperately want it. Desperate is a very strong word, but that's the word that came out. So you're not getting it, which has forced you to look look elsewhere for happiness right now, or fulfillment, right? Because something has been illuminated. The sun is in the traditional tarot is one of the most positive cards in the deck, right? It does indicate, happiness and, success and growth and all this other kind of stuff. But it also sheds light on things that may not have been clear before. So something is going on, but something about this, the lack of this offer from your divine masculine, or your boo thing, or your partner, there's a break. There's a breakdown in communication, because it feels almost like neither one of you are clear about what exactly is going on. But this is bugging you. This is really haunting you. It is really bothering you, right? Let's see what else, Spirit. Okay, so 2 wanted to come out. Okay, well, this makes sense. I'm sorry, I don't know if I showed you the other cards, but this is the pain. This is pain, right? This was a painful situation, argument, breakup, or separation, or pause, right? But with the Sun card coming out, and now this pain card in reverse, tells me that you've kind of sort of had to, you've put this on pause, and you're kind of sort of coming out of the energy of out of the energy of pain. But man, are you feeling ruthless? Like, soon, man, when I do talk to this ninja, right? When I do talk to him. Now remember, these are shadows. These are places that, in us that we, may not be talking about or discussing readily. This is that shadow, those repressed feelings, right? But there's something is going on between you and this your beloved, right? Gender. I'm just going to use, he and she, because it's easier for me to um, to do that right now, but please take what resonates. And if, flip flop, because sometimes energy flip flops. So if this is not you, divine feminine, then it's certainly your divine masculine, or this is your partner. But you guys are not talking, right? Somebody in this situation is being very elusive, possibly on purpose. But divine sister, I would also implore you to, do some self-examination, because, this, I'm pulling on your energy now, and that card is in reverse. So, it's some truths that you maybe in the past did not want to see, but now with the Sun card coming out, you have no choice but to see it, right? But it's still, it's still painful nonetheless, because it's triggering you, right? So if we look at replace the word shadow with these triggers, right? So it has you feeling, this may have happened at least every bit of a month ago. A month to a week ago is what I'm hearing, right? But you were extremely pissed off, right? Feeling, ruthless, but stop fronting, right? It's bothering you, okay? But still not talking. But for right now, there feels like there's a pause here, and you are finding joy. You're coming up out of the funk. You're finding joy in other things, right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So what other messages can we get? So those are the triggers, right? So, sister, I would, ask that you sit with yourself, right? Sit with the pain, even though you're coming out of that energy. And, so haunted really reminds me of the Nine of Swords, which is you are just replaying this over and over again. What is going on? Why is he not talking? Why are we not talking? He would, should I reach out? Should I not? No, bump that. Let him, and just ruminating over this thing, because it's haunting and it's really pissing you off. I'm not laughing. I promise you. I'm not laughing at you though, right? Because I get it. But, what is it about you, or what are these triggers bringing up for you to look at and heal, right? So triggers are really just unmet and unhealed needs, right? Excuse me, unmet needs and unhealed places, right? So I would ask you to sit with yourself and explore what is it about me? Why is this a trigger for me? Why is he triggering me in this way? Okay, so that we can look at it and talk about it and heal it, right? Because ultimately, there's some fear in this situation, and what I'm hearing is that there is some feelings of not really being deserving of love, unworthy, because I don't know why I want to say this, but why is he not fighting for me? Why is he not choosing me? Why is he not fighting for this connection is what is coming up, right? But I would encourage you to look at see where you are not showing up for yourself, right? Because again, it's never about the other individual, right? It always comes back to us. Why are you allowing this, right? Or where are there places, because somebody else can't show up for you, especially if you're not showing up for yourself, right? So I would encourage you to ask yourself, excuse me again, so that I feel like that we just move some energy there. But where are you not showing up for yourself, beloved? Where are you not telling yourself the truth, right? And then you may be distracting yourself or trying to find happiness somewhere else. Now, let it be constructive things, right? Let's not go looking for love in all the other, more love in all the wrong places, because I feel that, as you do this work, as you look and see, that this is a temporary pause, right? But a necessary pause for you to do this work. And I say that because the Oracle card that came out next is fifth dimension. And what that means to me, tells me is that this is a very, very, very spiritual connection. So, and then if you notice in this card, this couple is together, right? With their backs turned towards us. So not only is it already done in the ethers, in the spirit realm, right? You guys are already, you guys will work through this and get through this, right? But it's like you're, once you do come back together, your back will be to whatever was causing this situation. To begin with, let's see what else, Spirit. Got to be more careful. Doggone it. Come on. Come through, Spirit. What does that say? That says divine feminine. Doggone it. Yes, ma'am. Come on. Let's go. Let's do your work, right? Do your work, right? Straighten up your crown, okay? And know that this pause is necessary. And you are working through these things for your soul's growth. These things are taking place for you, not to you. It is so that you can, elevate and grow and learn from this experience so that you don't repeat this cycle and you and your beloved can get on about the business of being delicious, right? Okay, let's see. Lastly, this card comes up. So if there's several, this take what resonates, right? If this did not happen a month or a week ago, then it may have taken, this separation may have started in, I don't know why I'm feeling, I am feeling that you guys are in separation, or that you guys, everything will, excuse me, let me finish that thought. Either this took place in the winter, or this started happening in the winter and, it's rolled into the summer months and, now you're working through this so that you guys can come back together and, or, things will kind of sort of firm up by the winter. Now, get your panties out of bunch, right? You're like, what do you mean? I'm not going to talk to him till the wintertime. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I mean. That's not what I feel even, right? I feel that as you do this work, you two will, come back into contact with each other. Somebody will do the reaching out, take what resonates for you, right? But by winter, there one or two things will happen. You two will be smooth sailing, right? Or you'll move. No, cancel that. Because the 5D and Divine Feminine card came out. So that's confirmation to me. I feel like you guys this will resolve itself, and by winter, this will be a distant memory. Okay, so let's see what any other messages we can get from Divine Spirit. Let's see. Red Rose, Enchanted. Yes, this is, red rose. Red rose is symbolizing love. There is a lot of love here. But, also a lot, let me finish that. Okay, a lot of love here. Love, passion. You two are crazy about each other. All of that deliciousness. Fiery, very passionate. Enchanted can also mean that there were some things that are being illuminated now, right? That you need to pay attention to, right? Maybe you guys were out on Fantasy Island for a little bit. Maybe, that whole being elusive and, not clear, maybe you didn't set boundaries or, and so now things are kind of sort of having to be worked out because they're that honeymoon phase is what I'm feeling, and so this work again, this pause was necessary to get you to do the work so that you guys can get back to this love and this enchantment, because it is a divine one, right? Let's see what else. Yeah, you crucified, boy, you're going to give him the business. It feels like once the communication does take place, be careful, because remember, beloved, this situation came about for your growth, and not to harm you or not to hurt you. I know it was painful. You're coming out of that energy, but compassion. Remember the love. Remember this is a divine connection. And remember that you are doing your healing work, right? So this had you in your emotions, this full moon here, but you are very intuitive. You weren't paying attention to your intuition because you were so caught up in love, possibly, right? The orange, reminds me of the sacral chakra, which is all about, that sexual energy and creativity and just deliciousness, right? Black cat here, very, very spiritual, very in tuned, right? So you're just, being called to heal this up and so that you can get about the business of healing first and loving self, and then get back to this divine love. But yes, you are. Now that's crazy because it's clarifying for me, because this elusive card showed up and the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. You were in your emotions, but either take, if the energy flip flops, then just get in where you fit in, right? Take what resonates, leave the rest. But someone wasn't expressing their true emotions, right? Because there's a full moon here, right? And there's somebody was either hiding their feelings, not expressing their feelings, was afraid to express their feelings. But there's an ass of emotion, in a full moon, and so that's coming up to come out so that you can express it from your high vibrational self, right? So now, because there is a King of Cups there, that lets me know that it's probably the divine masculine we're talking about, right? Or the male, your male counterpart, or your partner. Okay, so let's see what whoever is the one that's being elusive and not telling the truth or not speaking, or let's see what messages, what would they say to you if they if you guys were talking, or if they weren't fearful, or if there was communication here. This card says, can you see that? I know I made a huge mistake. Okay, let's see. I just got sidetracked. Okay, these are messages from your beloved, right? One more, Spirit. One more. Oh, that one fell on the floor. Even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for how things went between us, right? That's what your beloved wants to say. And I'm just doing what I have to do right now. Okay. And let's see, what's some final, we're already at 43 minutes. Final messages or advice. Choose your destiny or leave it to fate, right? So that's what it looks like for right now. Divine Feminine, you just chose to, take a break, and just focus on what does bring you happiness and joy, and what you can do in this moment, during this, what feels like a pause between you and your love. Never give away your power. Never give away your power. Didn't I just say something like that? I don't know. But either way, Spirit says, never give away your power, right? Maybe in this situation, again, you were, giving away your power because you were so caught up and in love and, excuse me. That's confirmation that Look at this, doggone it. I just said that. That sacral chakra, right? There may even be some trauma that has taken place that needs to be addressed. So that's why this pause is necessary, right? For you to heal up those things so that it doesn't keep spilling into your relationship. Okay. Your chakras need some TLC, clear, balance, and energize them. I just spoke about that orange coming out as the sacral chakra. Okay. Last bit of advice for you, my beloved divine feminine. Let's see. Humility. And these are the power of love activation cards. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. Okay. Let me see if the book says anything different about that. And then that will conclude your part, and we'll move on to the divine masculine. Remember to acknowledge that no one is lesser or greater than you. Only some employ the tools of love, compassion, and acceptance to a lesser or greater extent. Humility is one of life's most estimable qualities. Accepting others as fellow souls who only deserve love and understanding and encouragement is the highest achievement of all. Learn not to compare yourself to others because you never really know what personal trials and obstacles they face. A humble soul does not come from a space of fear, but attempts to take chances on new ideas and experiences for the benefit of all. Ever grateful for today and enthusiastic about what tomorrow may bring, they naturally exhibit compassion and charity, deriving true joy from giving rather than receiving. When you live without self-importance and pride, you find it easy to practice kindness. Life does not revolve around only what you can do to succeed, but what you can do to help others on your path. With a humble spirit, you never need to compare yourself to another because you realize that it is our inherent uniqueness that teaches us about the world in which we live. Everyone has a purpose for being. Humility. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you, but based on these cards, yeah, those triggers, those shadow sides, wanting to crucify him, being haunted. I said earlier, it felt like you were having feelings of like, why is he not fighting for me? Why did he not pick me? And it has you in this energy of being ruthless and, maybe not even accepting his cup right now because you're feeling ruthless and haunted and, so upset by the situation that you are not, not seeing the beauty in it all right now. But the Sun card showing up for you is definitely a positive sign, and just intuitively, I believe that things will definitely turn around for you. Now, let's see what's going on with the Divine Masculine. I really hope that, I know I'm already at 43 minutes. I'm like, how does that happen? But anyway, okay, all right, Divine One, please guide my hands, bring through the messages for the Divine Masculine that the Divine Feminine and those of the collective need to hear most. Let it resonate for those that it needs to resonate for. Let it bring wisdom, guidance, clarity, and peace of mind. We thank you for these divine messages, and so it is. All right, Divine Masculine, switching my focus now to the Divine Masculine. What energy, what is the overall energy of the Divine Masculine right now? Woo, all right. The Devil energy. Devil energy, number 15, which deduces to a number 6, which means, Divine Masculine, you need to bring balance in. And let me see if I can work this over here. like this, bring balance. The devil card in the traditional tarot is, one of, it can be obsession, it can be addiction, um, feeling tied and bound to a person, place, or thing. Anything in excess. It could be anger. It could be, maybe this is why, there's a pause between this relationship. But let's see what else? What else? Judgment. The Judgment card. Okay. So the Judgment card is all about, and it's in the upright, literally judgment, karma, reviewing decisions, wanting a second chance. Yeah. Just judgment. Yeah, maybe the divine feminine has called judgment on the situation, and maybe she was the one that put a pause on it because of some, there's some toxic behavior going on that has her feeling this way and possibly not wanting to accept your cup. Spirit, give us some more clarification about why the devil card. Why is the devil card here, Spirit? Why is the devil card here? Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So definitely feel like, in the past, it's in the past position. In the past, that makes more sense for the divine feminine. There was some toxicity to this relationship. Maybe the divine masculine displaying some behaviors that weren't cool. Again, it could be a number of things: addictions, people, places, things, anything that he would put before the divine feminine. So Judgment has stepped in now, right? Judgment is a major arcana. Oh, Sun card is a major arcana as well. So this is the divine one stepping in, saying, calling this judgment. And I feel like divine masculine is kind of sort of, regretting some decisions and behaviors that he displayed in the past, and now wants a second chance with Judgment showing up here, and now wants to come back and, turn that Ace of Cups in the upright, right? Wants to offer the divine feminine, a clear, tangible offer, not being elusive, but it's in the baby phases, right? Because pages are the beginning phases, right? So I think that, the divine masculine is coming out of this, quote unquote, negative behavior, patterns, karma, addictions, whatever, coming out of that, right? The divine one stepped in, right? He's probably catching a little karma right now, feeling some kind of way, doesn't want to be away from his divine feminine, but because of his behavior, maybe, she was the one that, put the pause on it, but, wanting a second chance. The number 15 deduces to a number 6, which means he wants to bring balance to this situation, right? The Judgment card is 20. It's major arcana, which deduces to 2s, which is, 2s are all about partnership, right? Before he could have been, uncertain about what it was that he wanted in this relationship, but now that karma is kicking his patootie and the divine feminine has put this thing on pause, he is now wanting to present her with this pentacle. But because this devil energy is here, I don't think homeboy knows exactly how to do so just yet, right? But it is, he is wanting to come forth with some sort of tangible, pentacles are about a tangible offer of some sort to make this right, to bring the situation out of this, separation or this pause that I'm feeling, right? What shadows is the divine masculine working through right now? Spirit, my cards are getting all jumbled up here. Spirit, what shadows or what triggers is the divine masculine working through right here? Look at. I'm sorry if I haven't been showing you the cards. Disconnected, right? So that elusive card, that Ace of what is it? Ace of Swords being down. Yes, that means there's no talkie right now. There, he's feeling disconnected from his woman, right? Take it how it resonates. He, she, they, but again, I'm going to keep it to he, she for right now. So he's feeling disconnected from his woman, and he is feeling that, and karma is stepped in. The divine one stepped in, right? So he now wants a second chance and wants to make a tangible, concrete, physical offer, and he's trying to think of ways how he can do that, because she is feeling ruthless, right? She's ready to crucify him. She's going to give him the business when they do come back into communication. What other triggers is the divine masculine working through, Spirit? Forceful. Look at this moon. There's a moon in this card and in the other card for the divine feminine. I feel like because of this devil energy, there were some things that the divine masculine was hiding, or was not really maybe expressing himself. Maybe he didn't know how to express himself, these emotions, but there could have been something. No, thank you. Well, it could have been all of that, but also I'm getting very strongly, because the sun card showed up, that there was some hidden things that he, the divine feminine found out, which caused her to put this thing on pause, right? Okay, Spirit. Another trigger for the divine masculine, distant, absolutely. So because of this toxic behavior, these toxic patterns, maybe not displaying, his feelings, his true feelings, or hiding something, which then triggered the divine feminine. He's feeling distant from her, right? Disconnected and distant, right? Because of this behavior, okay? Or this devil energy that showed itself. Okay. All right. So divine one, give me more clarity about this. Listen, Jesus, what did I just say? But he wants to return. What did I just say? For the divine feminine, you two will come back together, right? But you both need to do your work. But he's coming back. He wants to return. He don't know how, because it feels like he tore his drawers, right? But he wants to return. What other? Give me some other clarity, Spirit. What other? Oh, 2. Okay. Yeah. So he's putting an end to this toxic behavior, situation, person, place, and or thing that caused this divide to begin with, right? Because beloved, divine feminine, you have the key to his heart. Look at that, the pink in this. What are they? It's an actual heart and pink rose petals. So I think he's putting a conclusion to that. And like I said, the Page of Pentacles, the material world, something tells me that, this divine masculine could have, been in, all things associated with the material world, money, stunting, I don't know, definitely was very much concerned about, the material world, could have been concerned about, money, status, I'm not quite sure, but because the Page of Pentacles is showing up now, it just clues me into that, maybe it was something to do with, money, maybe he worked all the time, or maybe he was just really all into the material world. And, it's telling me that when he does come back, this will be a solid offer, an abundant, solid offer. Yeah, we know that sometimes it just depends. One partner is probably a little more awakened than the other. So divine feminine, you probably feel like this, this dude was on some nonsense, and that's why he was, saying all that he was saying, and you just wasn't for it. But now he is on the return. He wants to come back. He wants to, end, this behavior that, caused this distance and separation and all this kind of stuff between the two of you. And, he wants to make things right. But right now he is trying to figure out how to do that, because he really tore his drawers and he knows you're pissed off. Aroma, memories. He's nostalgic. It's ninjas in his feelings. Now he wants to be in his feelings, right? Where before he was, doing whatever he was doing, or not telling the truth, or not expressing his feelings, right? But when you press pause and, start moving on, you know what I'm saying? Now we got memories. He wants to go down memory lane, right? So, yeah, so this is like the Six of Cups, right? Again, very nostalgic, wanting to return, missing you, loving you, all that kind of good stuff. Wants to put that work in now, right? This tangible offer. So disturbance, yeah. You walking away, divine feminine, caused some disturbance. You shook him. Look at all these emotions. Tidal wave, right? He wasn't talking about his feelings back then, but boy, look at all this, this disturbance, and this, you got him slamming his feelings right up and through here, right? And indestructible comes out. So that lets me know that this relationship, to him is indestructible. And stop playing, divine feminine. You feel the same way, right? You're angry. You're in your feelings a little bit right now. You're working through this. You're releasing the pain. You're placing your focus somewhere else. But you want this, just as much as he does. So, both of you obviously, need to do some healing work, and so that you can bring this thing back together. And I would just prompt you to, be easy, use discernment, have some compassion, right? Set boundaries, do your work, and you two will be good, when you guys come back together. Divine feminine, what do you want to say to him? It's okay to purge. Okay. And this is a divine relationship, the infinity symbol, confirming the indestructible. This is a twin flame symbol, the infinity, right? The infinity symbol. So you're saying it's okay to purge, cry, get that stuff out so you can get your life together, right? And we can get back together and get on about our business, right? Cut out toxicity. Listen, your girl, I cannot make this stuff up. That devil energy, right? You're telling him, listen, you better purge, right? And cut it out. Because who is not playing is me, right? You go, girl, right? Yes. All right, let's see. One more message. Oh, 2 came out. I am an anchor of light. You're 5D, you're divine feminine, right? So you're saying, listen, I'm learning and growing and healing. Now it's your turn, right? You need to do your work as well, right? I am an anchor of light. Okay. And ascended masters are guiding me. So you're telling him, listen, I'm getting my healing on. The divine one is with me. They're guiding me. And so, yes, divine masculine, that is what your beloved wants to say. It's okay to purge, right? It's okay to cry. It's okay to express your feelings and get all this toxicity out, Cut it out. You need to cut it out of your life. There's people, places, or things that mean you're no good, divine masculine, that you need to get rid of in order to be back with your beloved, right? The ascended masters are watching over her and guiding her, and she wants you to know that she's an anchor. She's your anchor, and she's anchored by the light, the divine one. Look at this. advice. Next stop, wishes fulfilled. Wishes fulfilled. So as this work is being done between the both of you, your wishes are fulfilled, right? You guys are coming back together. He already said he's coming back now, Divine Feminine, whether you take him back or not, that's your business, right? But stop fronting. Don't front, right? If you want it, do the work, right? You do your work separately, and then you two come back together and, heal your relationship and move on. And keep people out of your business. Damn what everybody else says and thinks, right? This is your relationship. This is your journey. And if you want it, then, so shall it be. All right? Get out of your head. Get out of your head, right? Divine Masculine, get out of your head and just do it. Just do it. Go to her, make the offer, and cut it out. And this one says, time is an illusion. You have become enslaved by linear thinking. Basically, some more. Get out of your head, right? No, it's not too late, Divine Masculine. No, you have not, damned it all to hell. Do your work so you guys can carry on with your journey here, okay? Gratitude came out for you, Divine Masculine. Gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. I bet you do, Divine Masculine, right? You're feeling some kind of way. In all things have gratitude, though. In all things have gratitude. Before, you may not have been so, I feel like you were not appreciating what you had. But now that since it's gone, boy, you grateful like a mug, right? And you trying to figure out how to get that good thing back, right? Loyalty. Next card out for Divine Masculine. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Okay. You hear that, Divine Masculine? Loyalty. Something tells me that, you were not so loyal in that situation. And that is what is being worked on right now. I don't even think I need to read those messages from the book. Okay, guys, I think, I'm not sure how I like this way of doing it. I think I like it the other way. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Let me know if it resonated with you. Again, if it did, please hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you again for all your support, encouragement. I love you all. I am so truly grateful. I will be back on tomorrow. I just wanted to check in and see what was going on today during these energies. Happy Monday to all, and many blessings. See you tomorrow. Peace.